Gonna do a little ride on the Nami Burn E3 that I recently got. Just gonna kind of cruise around. I'm using the Meta glasses, so it'll only do 3-minute videos. So I might just connect these videos together or just post them up separately as shorts. But yep, just a little ride. I ended up returning the Raptor 2 or Yumi, however you say it. I really did like the scooter. For the price, I thought it was a very good scooter, but when I tried to do a range test, the scooter ended up overheating. I was about 12 miles in, doing about 30 miles an hour, and the scooter was overheating, and it was only about 82 degrees, which is not, I'm in Arizona, and 82 degrees is nothing. So for me, that was just unacceptable. So I returned it, and I ordered this as kind of like a backup scooter to my my G-Space Mars GTR. '46, 47, 49. That was 49 miles an hour right there. They rate this scooter at like 45 miles an hour, and I've gotten this to, at least on the display, to read like 53. So, and I think it would have gone faster had I gone a little longer. So I think this scooter, either the display is way off, or this scooter's underrated. And back to what I was saying, the Raptor 2, I returned it, which is unfortunate because I actually did really like that scooter. It's a nice scooter. I ended up returning it. I got this as a backup to my G-Space, the Mars GTR. I actually like the Mars GTR so much that I pre-ordered the new G-Space GS. So that's supposed to be shipping soon. Alright. I wasn't sure if the Meta glasses were on. I think they're on now, so hopefully they are. There's a cop back there. Let's see if he stops me. Hopefully not. I'm actually going to try to take this sidewalk up here. Let's go up here to the sidewalk. These trees are low, I gotta duck down. Yeah, this Nami, I used to have the Klima Max, which I ended up selling it. I kind of regret selling it. I wish I kept it because I actually kind of like the Klima max more than this Burn E3. I was expecting this Burn E3 to be faster, and it's probably, the top speed is definitely faster. It's probably about 10 miles an hour faster at least, top speed. But the Klima Max acceleration, at least off the start, was probably faster than this this Burn is, which is kind of disappointing. Oh, I had the blinker on. I thought it automatically timed out. Yeah, it's a little disappointing as far as acceleration wise, this Burn. It's a nice scooter, suspension's nice. I like the G-Space a lot better though. That G-Space is my favorite scooter I've ever owned. And so far in the last couple of years I've owned quite a few. Yeah, I've owned, in the last few years, I've owned a Makuta, I've owned Namis, I've owned InMotions, what else? Segways, which the Segways are all well built, nice scooters as well. I've owned the Yumi. What else? I know I've had way more than that. But the G-Space has been my favorite. So hopefully the GS lives up to that same expectation. I'm thinking it will. The company seems like they do things right. I actually really like the Yumi. I'm kind of bummed out about the overheating issue, but for me, I just don't want a scooter that overheats in, 11 miles or whatever it was, in 80 something degrees. I can understand if it was in 100 degrees outside, but 80 something degrees is kind of just a normal day. So it had to go. I had to send it back. And I was actually going to try another version with the Samsung battery because mine was the standard battery, but I ended up just saying just to get a refund, get my money back, and went with this Nami just to see how this was. And I have plans to keep the Nami at least for a while. It's a good scooter. The suspension's great. At high speed, I definitely don't feel as stable as I do on the G-Space though. The G-Space is incredibly stable. Like, I don't know if there is a more stable scooter. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't, but I haven't had one. I'm going to shut it off right here, take a couple minute break, and I will be back. Alright, finished with my little break here. Let's start this up. Oh yeah, every time you turn it off, turbo mode goes off, so I got to turn it back on. I wish it didn't do that. I wish it just would stay on, but I mean, I don't even really need turbo mode, but I'm one that never uses like the lower modes. I always use all my scooters, even the G-Space, I always have it in the fastest mode, just so I have the power when I need it. So you can see turbo's on now. It's crazy because I wouldn't consider this a slow scooter, but compared to the G-Space smokes this thing. Even on like level 2, I think the G-Space is probably, acceleration wise, is faster than this. Not top speed, obviously. It is, the G-Space top speed is faster, but I'm saying not on level 2. But I'll say the acceleration probably on level 2 is faster than this Nami. Definitely is on level 3, no doubt. Which is crazy because they're both 72 volt scooters, but I think the Nami is like 1000 volt motors, and the G Space is either 2000 watt or 2500 watt motors. I'm not sure. The lizard's huge right there. Brakes are squeaking. Thank you. Yeah, a lot of people like to ride bikes through this trail. It says no motorized vehicles, but this is electric, it's fine. Alright. Yeah, so when I was doing the Yumi video, I took it this way as well. The video was pretty bad, so I ended up removing it because my camera was kind of pointed down. I mean, all my videos are bad, but I'm just saying that one was extra bad. But yeah, I made it like 11 miles and then overheat, and I was still 4 miles away from my house. And then I let it cool down for a bit. I made it almost to my house, and then it overheated again. So in another 4 miles, basically, it overheated again, and I ended up just walking it home. And I really just, you know, and I'm not saying the scooter's a bad scooter because of that. I mean, you know, it's a 60 volt scooter. You know, I was not pushing it super hard, but I also wasn't going slow. But I just prefer scooters that could handle that kind of, I guess, that kind of ride, you know. And I'm sure if it was cold, if it was cooler outside, you know, 60 degrees, it probably would have been fine, probably wouldn't have overheated at all. But, you know, the only time it's really 60 degrees here is in the winter. So maybe if they do some updates to it in the future, I'll buy that scooter again, because honestly, the Yumi, I was impressed with the build quality for the price that they're charging. It was actually really good. Besides the zoom brakes, oh man, I missed the sidewalk. Besides the zoom brakes, it was really good. Thank you. Nothing wrong with zoom brakes or anything. I'm just saying I would have preferred nut brakes at least on it. I know they're trying to hit a certain price point, but I mean, charge, you know, an extra 40 bucks or whatever. I don't think the nut brakes cost that much more than the Zoom. Charge an extra 40 bucks and throw nut brakes on it. I think most people would be cool with that. There's a park we have over here. A pool in there. Looks like the pool's closed right now. It says open, but I don't see nobody in there. I have the regen turned off on this. I'm just not a huge fan of regen brakes because sometimes I like to coast without pressing the throttle. And I also, I've noticed with different scooters, sometimes the regen brakes cause overheating. So I'd rather just not use them at all. I could be riding with traffic on here, but sometimes I like just cruising on the sidewalks. Suspension's really good on this scooter. Out of the box it was super, you know, bouncy, soft. I'm over 200 pounds, so I had to stiffen it up. But after stiffening it up, I like it a lot better than I did out of the box, that's for sure. For most people, probably be fine how it came out of the box, but for me, it was just way too soft. Okay, let's go back on the sidewalk right here. Alright, we passed this park earlier. We just rode on the backside. There's a sidewalk behind there, and we were riding back there. So I'm heading back towards my house. I'm not sure how many miles we did. I'd have to go back and look at the footage when we left. I think we're at 10 miles. Could be wrong, I can't remember honestly. It was that dog park we passed earlier. As you can see, I only got 22.5 miles on this. This scooter's still brand new. I've only done a couple rides around the neighborhood. Just my daughter has a little scooter. She's 7. She likes to go riding, and she always wants me to go with her, so I just putt around the neighborhood with her. And then my son, my older son, has been riding my VMAX, the VX4, the newer one. I still really like that scooter. Single motor scooter, does 37 miles an hour. I do think it's way overpriced though, you know, compared to the other scooters on the market. Like you can get, I forgot which one, but Highly King has for $12.99 they have a dual motor scooter that does like 40 something miles an hour, and it's less money than the VMAX, and has nut brakes. So but I do really like it. I just don't think it's worth what I paid for it, it's all. Go by these people. Excuse me. Thank you. big dog, Great Dane. A lot of times when you're riding out here on this little trail, you'll see snakes sitting on this just trying to, it's probably because it's too hot right now, but like when it's getting closer to winter, they'll come and lay on this to try to cool down. I've probably seen at least 10 lizards already though on this since I've been doing this ride. Cayman Airbnb. I ride my, I have a Can-Am X3. I ride it a lot out here too, through the wash and stuff. Arizona's a great state if you like riding, off-roading and all that. Because you can pretty much just leave from your house and go riding. You don't got to trailer it anywhere. You don't have to, you know, it's not all private property. There's a lot of public land for you to go riding. That's one thing we love about Arizona. Here, I want to ride up this real quick. I don't think it'll be hard for the scooter. I think it's going to be easy, but just a little test of the incline. Oh yeah. That was nothing. I thought it'd be a little harder than that. It took it no problem. Easy. Little jump right there. Yeah, I do like this scooter. Had I done it over again, I probably wouldn't order this one. Not that it's a bad scooter or anything. There's just some other stuff I'd like to try. Maybe the Max Fun 10 Pro, I believe it is. Whatever the fastest Max Fun is. I do want to try that. The only thing I don't like about it is the 10-inch tires, but besides that, the specs look really good. You're getting PMT tires from the factory. You're getting good brakes. I think they're Magura brakes. You're getting quality battery. 10-inch tires is kind of a bummer. I like at least 11-inch tires. I'll actually have when I get that G-Space, the Mars GS, that one comes with 12-inch tires, so that'll actually be my first. That will be my first 12-inch tire scooter, actually. The GTR, you can put 12-inch tires on, but it comes with 11s. And I'm debating putting 12-inch tires on it, but I'll probably wait till I wear out the 11s. Once I wear out the 11s, I might. Yeah, I'm not gonna ride through the dirt right here with these street tires. And it'll be fine. I just would rather take the street. But yeah, when I wear out the tires on the GTR, oh, sorry. Almost rode in front of that guy. I'm going to swap them to 12s when that time comes. I'm not sure which ones, but that'll probably be a while because since I got multiple scooters, I switch off the ones I ride, so it takes a while for me. And I also don't ride them to work or anything. It's purely just like for fun. So it takes a while for me to build up the mileage that some of these other guys build up. Like my VMAX I've had like a year, and I think I'm still a couple hundred miles maybe. I don't even know if I have a couple hundred miles because I mainly just use that around the neighborhood. And to be fair, most of my scooters I've kept a year or less, and then I sell them and get something else. But I'm hoping I can change that and start keeping my scooters longer, especially these G-Space, because I absolutely love them. There's a side-by-side right there. It's a Polaris. Yeah, so you can see he's on the street in Arizona. It is legal to ride them on the street. You're not allowed to ride them on highways, but you can ride them on like regular streets. So it makes it easy to get to wherever you're gonna ride, or if you just, I mean, a lot of people just take them to the store or whatever if they want, you know. See how fast we go right here. 49, 50, 54, 54.6, 54.6. It seemed like it was locked out right there. It wouldn't go any faster. But I believe when I ordered this from Wired Rides, by the way. So shout out to Wired Rides. I think they said they had 3 left when I ordered this, and I ordered it, and then I checked it like the day later, and then there was only 1 left, so somebody else ordered one. But I think on their site it said this does 45 miles an hour, and you saw right now that I was doing 54 miles an hour, at least on the display. So I don't know if that's real, if that's just like the speedometer's way off on here. I haven't really looked into it or compared it to a GPS to see if it's legit. But yeah, I mean, it's plenty fast. We are going to take this on the street over here. Speed limit over here is like 55, but hopefully there's no cars. So there's one car right there, but a couple cars. Let me go. I think I can get there before they get here. Maybe not. Yeah, hit 54 earlier. That's pretty fast. 54.6. Looks like that's top speed on it. It's actually pretty stable after me tightening up the suspension. Still not like the G-Space, but a lot better than it was out of the box. This brake's been probably getting hot. Oh, the car's behind me. All right, well, I'll have to go back and look at what the mileage was when I took off, but I think I did at least 12 miles, maybe more. I'll have to go back and check it.